guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another indie spotlight for you guys, and this time we're talking about a palette that I've been showing you guys a lot. I've done a lot of Get Ready With Me, and I've just been using it a lot. So you have seen it on my eyes a lot over the last couple weeks, and that is this guy here from Beaute. This is the Quintessential palette. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It is a stunning palette. It's got a great selection of color. You have 16 shades in here, some more neutral and some more bright, bold colors. And like I said, you guys have been seeing me wear this a lot. Most recently, I did a few videos where I had this blue shadow on my lid with this purple smoked out in the crease, and I got a ton of compliments. So yeah, you guys have been seeing quite a bit of this guy, but I definitely wanted to share my review of it today with you. So I actually heard about this palette like a month ago now, but I was seeing it being advertised on my Instagram stories like crazy. In a lot of the ads, they actually were doing like live swatches, and it looked stunning. It looked so beautiful that I was like, I need to try this, and I have to find out for myself, is it as good as it looked in the video? Of course, I will have it linked down below in case you want to check it out yourself, but let me tell you a little bit about it real quick. So this palette does retail for $38.99. When I bought this, I want to say there was like a 20% off discount. I'm on the site right now on my phone, and I don't see it now, but I would suggest kind of looking and seeing if they have any deals if you're interested in picking up this palette. But like I said, I know there was some sort of coupon when I purchased it. It was either 20% off or 25% off, but $38.99 is still a good deal for how much shadow you're getting in here. So it says the net weight total, you're getting 24 grams of eyeshadow. And like I mentioned already, there are 16 shades. There are a mixture of matte and metallic finishes. That's pretty much all that's in here. It's either a metallic or it's a matte. It is what I have on my eyes today, by the way. I am going to do swatches of all of these, so that will be near the end of the video. I did not do a demo again this time, but I did just recently do a Get Ready With Me using this palette, so I will link that above in case you want to see that. But it is, like I said, what I have on my eyes today. There are some definite standout shadows in here that I think are very, very unique and beautiful, and I don't think I have anything like them. Definitely the blue that you guys saw on my eyes. This dark magenta matte shade is gorgeous, and then this like silvery shade is so pretty. It's like a purple silver. It's so stunning. Doesn't look like much on the swatch, but on the eyes, it is really, really beautiful. I think, yeah, I did actually use that one in the Get Ready With Me, and I really loved how that eye look turned out too, by the way. I had that like silvery, pinkish silver color, and then I had this bright pink right here, and then I used the black to kind of smoke out the outer corner, and it looked really pretty. I actually liked the way that turned out as well. Every single eye look I have done with this palette I think looks gorgeous. I really like the way that it looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into my opinion. You guys know how I like to do these. I jump right into my opinion. So I think that this creates some absolutely stunning looks. Everything I have done with this, like I said, I've loved. Now, there are a couple tricky parts about this palette. Number one, it does fade a little bit. So throughout the day, the eye look will start to fade. It's not a significant fading, definitely not as much as I noticed with like the Tarte eyeshadows, for example, but it will slowly fade a little bit throughout the day. But they are such vibrant eyeshadows that there's still, I mean, it still packs a punch. By the end of the day, you will still have eyeshadow on your eyes, just not quite as dramatic and stunning as when you first apply them. Now, that being said, they are extremely saturated, beautiful powders, and you can get some absolutely stunning eye looks with it. That blue that I was talking about, I had an, I'll link that video above too, where I had worn this eyeshadow look. I mean, look at that. That was a live swatch for you guys. It's stunning. It applies really, really nicely. I definitely recommend, like most metallic foiled shades, applying those with your finger or a damp brush, because you will get a better effect from them, but they are really beautiful. The mattes are very nice as well. The mattes have a great amount of pigmentation, and they blend nicely. They don't get patchy. They are just really, really nice. So overall, I think this is a really good formula. And honestly, the closest thing I could compare it to in formula would be the Juvia's Place eyeshadow. So if you've ever tried Juvia's Place, if you're in love with those, I think you'll really like these. They're very, very similar. Now Ace Beaute, I don't know a lot about this brand. When I went on their site, the only eyeshadow I could see was this guy here. They said it was out of stock, but it is currently, looks like it is in stock online. It does look like they sell eyelashes as well, but as far as I can tell, this is their only eyeshadow palette. So it makes me think that it must be a newer brand. Maybe they're just starting out with a little bit of product to kind of see how it goes. Now they do claim to be a cruelty-free brand. It doesn't have a lot of information. It does just say cruelty free. So yeah, if that is something that's important to you, it does state on their site that this is a cruelty free product. Like I said, just to sum it up real quick, I think it is a beautiful, beautiful palette. The packaging is pretty basic. It's just a cardboard packaging. It does have a pretty good magnetic closure on it. There is no mirror, but it does have this like mandala design on it. I think the shade selection is fantastic in this palette. There's some really bright, bold colors, so you can create some very creative looks with it, but you have a lot of neutrals, so it gives you all of the basics that you need. Although I do have to say, there is no lid setting shade in here. I did try to set my lid with this shade in that Get Ready With Me, and I just felt like it was a little too dark for my skin tone. So I do end up having to pull in either like an individual powder or another palette for setting the lid, but I can complete a full look minus the lid setting shade out of this palette. It gives you everything else that you need. I think it's beautiful. I think the formula is really nice as well. It's not the best formula that I've ever tried, but it's really nice, and you get such a variety of unique shades that I think this is a really good palette to have. And then, like I've mentioned already, the price is pretty nice as well. So overall, I think I would definitely recommend picking this up if the colors in here intrigue you, because I think that you will be happy with the formula. So let's go ahead and get into the swatches now. The way that I like to do my swatches is with my finger and no primer. All right, so here is the top row. That first shade on the top there is called Jasmine. It's a very beautiful champagne color there. Really catches the light nicely. Next to that, we have the shade called Clove, and that is just a really good kind of a tangerine orange. It's a very unique color. It does turn a little pink on my eyelid when I apply it on the lid. And then right below that, we have that kind of greenish, goldish color. That one is called Amber, and as you can see with all of these metallics, they are quite foiled and they're really, really stunning. And then the last one there, that one is called Patchouli. That's the one I said is closest to a lid shade. If you have a deeper skin tone than I do, you might be able to pull that off as a lid shade. Otherwise, I've been using it as like a blending shade. One more thing I forgot to mention, some of the darker shades definitely stain. That blue in particular and the purple that I wore on that other look I was explaining earlier, those definitely stain. All right, here we have the second row. That top one is called Bergamot, and that is it's a little bit of a darker kind of golden brown shade. Right below that is that very interesting shade. It's kind of a purple silver, really stunning. I love the way that it mixes with other shadows. Depending on what you pair it with, it really changes and shifts color. That one is called Starry Nights, so stunning. Next to that, we have the shade called Cinnamon, and that is a pretty basic warm tone brown shade, matte on that one. And then the last one there is called Rosé, or no, the last one there is just called Rose, and that one is it is a metallic, but it's not as foiled as some of the other metallics in there. That one doesn't give as much of a shine to it, but that one I used in that Get Ready With Me, and I just thought it looked so, so beautiful paired with the Starry Night shade. Really pretty together. All right, this is the next row. That top shade there is called Nutmeg, and that is just a really, really nice orangey brown, a good mid-tone brown matte shade. I really like that one a lot. And right below that is Rosewood. That color is stunning. That is what I had in my crease with that, paired with that blue the other day. It's just a dark purpley matte shade, really stunning. And then we have the shade Manuka. That is what I have on my lid today. It's just a good like chocolatey brown metallic, kind of a basic shade, but really beautiful as well. And then the last one on this row is called Berry, and that is just a metallic cranberry shade. All right, and here is the bottom row. The top shade is called Tangerine. That's just a good matte orange. Right below that, we have Mandarin, which is a metallic orange. It's really, really pretty as well. It has a little bit of a yellow shift to it when it catches the light. And then we have Juniper, which is that stunning saturated blue, royal blue shade. So pretty, so pretty. And the last one is called Neroli, and that is just a basic matte black. It is not the blackest black, but it does apply nicely. And I appreciate sometimes when a black is a little bit lighter on the pigmentation because it does make it a little easier to blend and work with. But those are all of the swatches. So those are all the swatches for this palette, and like I mentioned already, I think this is a really good value for how much shadow you're getting. So if you are interested in the colors in here, I highly recommend picking this up. Check online though and see if you can find a coupon code for it. If I can find one, I will put it down below in the description box for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this review today of the Ace Beaute Quintessential palette. Let me know what palettes or brands you would like to see in my next indie spotlight, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.